It's summertime, so what's the best drink? Has to be lager. So today's review is this one, Lost Lager. It's a beer that is in every supermarket now. It is in lots of places and everyone seems to be drinking it. But is it any good? Is it just Carling, but in a fancy Brewdog wrapper? Let's keep on watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're drinking a lager, and this is Lost Lager. It's a beer that, as I said in the intro, everywhere seems to be having it now. It seems loads of people are drinking it. I've got friends that say, oh yeah, that Lost Lager's really good. But the question is, for someone who doesn't drink much lager these days, is it going to be a step above the sort of your normal Carlings, Fosters, Peroni, Birra Moretti, Madri, all the new ones that are coming out? Is it a real craft lager, or is it just Brewdog sort of making standard lager? Well, let's crack it open, get it in a glass, and see what it's all about. As I say, I don't drink much lager, but because it's summer, I want to do more lagers, and I thought, yeah, I was actually gifted this by a friend, and I thought, well, I haven't reviewed it, so let's crack it open and drink it. I think I have had this before, and I remember thinking, yeah, it tastes like lager. I'm not sure if I thought it was really great, but let's look at it with an open mind. Well, beer in a glass, very, very light. Obviously, you know, fairly clear. It's not like some of the craft lagers that we've had from the likes of Don Zacco even, where they've got their unfiltered and they've got that sort of slight haze. This is a very typical lager, but it's even much lighter. It's much more your sort of along the lines of Peroni, maybe, because that's quite a light beer. But even things more those sort of, you know, those American type of beers and Canadian, like Coors, Coors Light, Bud Light, those sort of beers, they're very, very light. This is a 4.5% beer though, so it's a sort of, it's not what I would call a premium lager, which is usually just over 5, but still not too bad. Still not your 4%. And as I say, we've got quite two fingers, a very white head. It looks light. It looks like it's going to be refreshing. Let's see what the aromas are like. Yeah, I mean, it's typical of a lager, really. It's got that malty backbone, sort of bready, crackery sort of aroma. There's not really much in the way of any sort of citrus twang or anything fruity in there at all. It's a very sort of traditional lager. It's quite big malt profile though. A bit more maltier than a lot of than your sort of bog standard beers. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, everyone. It's lager. I mean, I don't think it's quite as crisp and as flavoursome as something like Peroni, for example. It's not got the sort of full body of some maybe more of the sort of Spanishy beers, but it's a damn great beer for refreshment, and it is very light. Carbonation wise as well, yeah, it's got the carbonation you expect from a lager, but it's not overly fizzy. It's just got a slight smoothness to it. Now, if you are a big lager drinker, or you drink lager a lot, maybe you don't drink that much in terms of, you have the odd craft beer from supermarkets, then I think if you had this, you'd probably really like it, because I think it's certainly a very pleasant drink. It's got that nice crisp refreshment. It's a light flavoured beer, and it's quite smooth as well. Easy drinking. There's no sort of, sometimes with lager in cans especially, you can get a slight like metallic twang to it. This hasn't got any of that. That's good. It does taste like it's made with good water. I mean, obviously Brewdog beers, they're made up in Ellen, up in Scotland. The water up there is generally good, and I think that it really benefits this beer. I mean, when it comes to lager, the water quality plays a massive part in how good the beer is, and this is pretty good. Actually, I've had it before and I thought it was all right, but actually, for a lagers go, if you're going to buy a supermarket beer, and I can't even, you can buy these in big packs of, I think packs of 8, boxes of 8, pretty reasonably priced. I think this is a pretty good lager. I mean, probably what I need to do is put it against other lagers and see, you know, where it stands. But I think it's a pretty damn good beer, especially at this time of the year in the summer. It's warm, you want a cutting refreshment. This really hits the spot. I'm glad I've actually got a few of these, so I might have another one after this. I actually really like it. Yeah, I'll take back what I thought before, my preconceptions of Brewdog. So if you like lager and you want something a bit more quality than your Carling or Foster's, I mean, I was amazed that people still drink that stuff. There's so many better alternatives out there. And if you like your more premium lagers, your Peronis, your Birra Morettis, even, you know, there's a lot of people also drinking, maybe this is what I need to review next, the Stella Unfiltered as well, that sort of thing. Even Stella itself. I mean, this is much more on the higher end in terms of flavour quality, but it's still very sessionable at 4.5%. So that's pretty good. Lagers, I'm not going to do scoring for lagers because I just don't think that they really sort of, you get the benefit of the scoring because the aroma is very sort of difficult to judge, and it smells like lager, let's face it, and it tastes like it, but it's pretty good. I mean, I'd say if you like lager, give it a go. But let me know in the comments what you think. Is Lost Lager the best lager since sliced bread, or are you sticking to, are you trying some of the other new ones, the unfiltered Stella, maybe Madri? I will do a review of Madri soon. I might do a Madri versus Estrella, because there's a similarity between those beers. And there's a good football sort of rivalry as well with those two. So, yeah, it's summertime, so we're going to have some more lager on the channel. So if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. And until the next one, you know what you're going to do. And I forgot it in my last video, but keep on rocking.